Hello, Elian. I've got your test for Unit 1 here, and I just wanted to go over a few corrections with you and explain them. For question 1, you're almost there. You have you have a lot of the right idea, but what we need to do is follow the example, and I've attached the example to the Dropbox feedback for you for this test so that you can read over it again. And what I need you to do is every time you're proving two triangles are similar, to follow that example exactly. So when we have the corresponding sides equal, then you need to make a statement at the end saying, therefore, triangle ABC or CBA, oh sorry, you've got that up here, that needs to come down here, okay? And the reason is side, 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 because you've just shown that all three sides are in equal ratio to each other. And so this statement here needs to come down to the bottom, and it's your therefore statement, this little symbol here with the three dots making a triangle. That means therefore. So triangle CBA is similar to triangle FGH because of side, side, side. So when we're doing it with angles, we only need two angles equal, because if the two angles are equal, the third must be as well, because we know that the angles all add up to 180 degrees in each triangle. So what I want you to do here is rewrite this according to the format that we used in the examples in the lesson. So you would start by saying that angle G equals angle T. I'm writing up at the top of the page here just for room. And if that information was given in the question, then you just write given in brackets. If angle, I think you've got angle H equals 90, what you want to do there is actually name angle H with 3 letters, because there are two, excuse me, there are 2 angle H's. I don't have the question in front of me. I think it's FHG equals angle SHT. Now, the reason for that is that those are opposite angles. So opposite angle theorem, OAT, tells us that the opposite angles are always equal. So now that we have 2 angles that we have shown are equal, that's when we make this statement, and we put a therefore in front of it, and then we say angle, angle similarity in brackets. So first one is an example of where we used sides. The second one is an example of where we're using angles, and it's always going to be one of those two, and I need you to follow that format exactly, please. Now for question 2, you're really on the right track. Unfortunately, what happened here is that the number 50, the number 50 and 60 are in the wrong spot. 60 should be here and 50 should be here. It's really important that you follow the order of the letters. If it says triangle, for instance, ABC equals triangle DEF, that means that side AB equals side DF. The letters go in order. And so you've just got the wrong sides paired up here, and that led to an incorrect answer. In this case, the answer should be x equals 8. If you try that again, I'm sure you'll get 8. For question 3, you've done that perfectly. That's just great. Now, for question 4 and 5, I'm finding the same problem with all of you guys, with Jackson and Amanda and so on. If you look at the question on the test, you'll see that each one of these is worth 5 marks. And that is usually a really good clue for students when they're writing a test as to how much work you should show. So maybe you could share this information as well with your friends who are also taking the course. if it's worth 5 marks and you've only had to do 1, 2, 3 steps to get the answer, then it doesn't make sense that you will get 5 marks for that. The reason this is worth 5 marks is that when you're given the description of these triangles, you first have to prove that they're similar triangles. The way that we prove that they're similar triangles is I just drew in the 90-degree angle. That has to be assumed from the question, because if these things are standing straight up and they're vertical, then they have to be at 90 degrees to the ground. So we already have one equal angle in these two triangles. The other equal angle is going to come from reading the question and understanding that the sun is in the same position at exactly the same time of day when this is happening. So the angle of depression of the sun's rays, which is this angle right here, is going to be equal for both triangles. So now we have angle-angle similarity, and we say therefore triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2 because of angle-angle similarity. Now we can say therefore x over 64 equals 6 over 8, and so on. So you have to be really careful about reading how many marks the question is worth, and making sure that the amount of work that you're showing matches up with that. If not, go back and double check and make sure that you haven't missed something. Now, question 5 is the same thing. I need you to first prove that these angles are similar, triangles are similar, and then you can say therefore, and then do your ratio. Your answer is correct. It's just that you haven't provided enough information to prove that those triangles are similar. And your bonus question is correct, so that's going to add a couple more marks.